For more recipes, conversation, DIYs for kids, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video from kidstoppress.com. Hi guys, so we are at Rujita's office and I'm super excited. So follow me because we're going to have an exclusive chat with her on her new book and locksmiths. Hello everyone, welcome to KSP TV. I am so excited, literally having a fangirl moment because I have everybody's favorite and the nutritionist who's like revolutionized and actually simplified nutrition and health and weight loss. And I'm going to ask her because this is her favorite bit, which is hashtags, right? So I'm going to ask her to introduce herself using hashtags.
Oh God, I'm against hashtags, not pro
That's why I put you
hashtags.
on the spot.
Hashtag Rujuta Divekar, hashtag eat local, hashtag don't listen to me, hashtag listen to your grandmother, hashtag I'm also listening to her.
Awesome. How did this whole idea come about simplifying nutrition and eat local, eat seasonal come about?
Well, the whole idea of eating local or eating seasonal or eating in a way that is sustainable is actually a very scientific idea. And, as someone who belongs to the profession of fitness, it's important that you put out the most up-to-date information out there. Now, what also happens is that the most up-to-date information in nutrition science is the exact same as the homegrown wisdom of our dadis and nanis. But what the European Union says is that rich people in poor countries associate low prestige with eating their own native food. And I think the challenge actually comes from there, not for me, but I guess for all of us to actually accept that what our Dadi and Nani has been saying in her own language, in her vernacular language, is she's actually speaking the language of science because now it has so happened that it's only when you speak in English that you're speaking about science, and if you're speaking in Marathi or Gujarati or Malayali or Assamese or from any of the thousands of lingos that belong to India, you're probably not being scientific, you're just being like indulgent and you're saying ghee khao when it's actually not right for me to be eating ghee. So no, I didn't think that I should be a norm breaker or anything.
Is that you lay a lot of emphasis on that first 1 year, but what is it that's after for the mother?
The book also talks about what is it that you need to be doing before you get pregnant, because most of us only obsess about what to eat once we are pregnant or once we've delivered, but the key to really staying in good shape is to know what is it that you should be eating before. And that's why the book has like a full chapter called The Big Deal, which is something that you need to follow even before you get pregnant, because once you're in good shape, then you're ready to take on all kinds of milestones, whether it's a milestone of pregnancy or delivery or my kid going to school or my kid graduating or whatever. It's very important for all of us women to build our identity beyond our children. It's one thing to be called someone's mother, it's another thing to be called only as someone's mother and to not have your own life, because if we don't have our own life, then we have like this whole empty nest syndrome 20 years down the line. And what science also says is that both boys and girls pick up all of their habits and character from the mother, really. So if a mother is looking after herself and having her own life, pursuing her career, pursuing her dreams, and living up to all the goals that she has for herself, then that's the healthiest thing that she can possibly do for the child.
From a nutrition perspective, what is it that I need to look at that post 1 year? Because that time I think nature just takes care of you until then. But it's that after where you see a lot of depletion and hair fall issues and hormonal imbalance comes into play.
Again, it's just going to be about staying with the basic stuff, eating what is in season, eating what is local, really making that time to eat by yourself and not really eating the child's leftovers. One of the things that I've seen is that most mothers decide what is the amount that the child needs to eat, then they go around the child feeding that food, and whatever is left off from the child's plate, they just eat it, and then at some other point they also eat their own food.
Yeah.
So it's not so much about eating a lot, but I think most mothers then develop a habit of eating mindlessly, and if they're just able to tackle that, and I think again it all comes back to really having that commitment towards yourself, really learning to prioritize yourself over everything else, then you will take the time to eat right, and you just need to get back to practicing everything that you were doing even before you got pregnant, you know. So eat on time, exercise regularly, know where to stop eating, and don't obsess over how much your child is eating.